So we're at Hanging Lakes, which is, where is it? Glenwood Springs? Close to Glenwood Springs. This trail has been closed since like the beginning of COVID, because it closed for COVID, and then there was a fire that like burned the trail and made it like unsafe. So it actually hasn't been open the whole time we've lived here, and it opened like, I don't know, a month or two ago, finally. So we got a pass and we're here today. It's a super nice day. It's like 50 degrees. I don't even know if I'm gonna put my other jacket on. We do have 3 miles round trip, a little over 3 miles. So it's not super long, but it is like 1,200 feet of elevation gain all at once. We're super excited. We haven't gone on a like real hike in like a month or so. It's been a while. So I'm excited to see this. Plus the waterfalls are supposed to look really cool, and you could walk behind one of them. So we'll see if we go behind that one. I don't know. The lady literally told us, she was like, no swimming. I don't know why I have to say that in the winter, but like you have to say it. I feel like that water's freezing cold right now. It's already snowed here. Once you get past, she said, the 5th bridge, it's straight ice. So I'm glad we brought our micro spikes today. It like snowed in Denver like Wednesday or Thursday. It snowed for the first time this year, which is crazy because last year it was like the latest snow that Denver had ever seen. And now it snowed in October. The mountains are already covered with snow, so it was a really nice drive out. But yeah, we're gonna go up there, see the lakes, maybe have a couple snacks. Okay, so we finally started, and you basically just go up this whole, I don't know, I think they said it's like 1,000 feet of elevation gain right off the bat. But they are like kind of stairs like, so it's not like too hard to walk up them yet. But yeah, it's very similar to St. Mary's Glacier. Although that one was more like boulder field. This is kind of stairs, but hopefully it doesn't take us too long. Okay, we made it like, I don't know, solid 20 feet up this little cliff before we both had to stop and take off our jackets that I just put on. But it's kind of sunny right here, and it's like 40 degrees, but I'm already sweating. We still have a good amount to go. But it is super nice out today. It's like 40 degrees, so it's a perfect day for a hike. There it is. There's the waterfall. But yeah, they said there's 7. Although the guy at the front said that, or the person at the front said 3 was halfway. The guy at the bottom of the trail said 4 was halfway. So I don't really know which one's halfway. But after 5, there's definitely ice. That's the one thing that they both agreed on. So, bridge 1. We made it to bridge 2. That actually wasn't that far from bridge 1. And it's finally starting to get a little colder in the shade. But yeah, you can see there's still snow. I don't know the last time it snowed here. We hit bridge 3. It's really pretty over here though, but we haven't even hit the half-mile marker, so I don't know if they just skipped that one or if...
I've seen a 0.25.
There, yeah, we saw a quarter-mile one.
It's disheartening because I watched that here. I'm not.
Yeah, but hopefully we're pretty close to at least half a mile. All right, we lied. The half-mile marker is right here, literally like 4 feet from the bridge. So we're half a mile in. It's a mile and a half, so we have a mile left to go. Look, someone made a little snowman on top of this sign. We have to go all the way up there. We basically haven't stopped climbing.
My favorite hiking word.
Yeah, switchbacks. Flashback to Bryce. We've already hit bridge 4. Bridge 3 is literally, actually, it's right there. Also, if you're planning on doing winter hikes / hikes in snow or ice, spikes are like a game changer. We did our first hike. I don't know if we've actually talked about this or if we talked about it in a video that we didn't actually post, but we did our first hike in Rocky Mountain in like, I don't know, January, February. Like it was early in the year. It was so snowy and icy. We were slipping so much. At one point we literally just like sat down and slid down something because it was so bad.
And everybody else was too.
Yeah. And then we bought spikes and went back like 2 weekends later. Perfect.
Put a link for our spikes below.
Yeah. They were like $60 at REI, I think, but 100% worth the investment. Made it to bridge 5. Now I feel like we're maybe halfway there, but everyone says that it just gets super icy between, I don't know, the ranger said after 5. Everyone we've passed says between like 6 and 7. So I think we're starting to get to the really icy spot. I also don't know if it's just Colorado or like hikers in general, but people are so nice when they're hiking. Like you walk down, they're so encouraging, like they give you tips and tell you where like bad parts are, like tell you how far you have left. Like I don't think we've met a mean or like grumpy hiker.
Colorado hikers are good drivers.
Yeah, Colorado drivers not so much. Hikers.
Yeah, but hikers will literally step out of the way.
Yeah, like everyone's so respectful and nice.
On the road though, they're not stopping for you.
No, but super nice here. But hopefully we're about halfway. It's been really pretty though. And I think it's like nice that, I don't know, I'm kind of glad we did it while it's like kind of snowy because I think it looks better than like in the middle of the summer. Because some people were doing it and it was like 100+ degrees. And most of this is shaded, but I don't know. It gets very hot in like July in Colorado. There's like 3 weeks where it's just like 104 every single day. But yeah, definitely recommend so far. Hopefully, I think we're gonna go to both. There's like one spot where you can see the waterfall and then one spot where you can walk behind one. So we're gonna try to go both of them. We made it, bridge 6. This is where everyone hiking says it gets icier. And you can kind of like see it a little bit. There were some icy spots back there, but like not too bad. But hopefully, one more bridge and then I think it's like an offshoot. So I think it goes, it's kind of like a Y and you go one way to see like an overlook and like another way to like go behind the waterfalls. Also, I'm so red. I got really hot going up that last piece. I keep switching between having my jacket on and having it off, but it's like kind of cold. According to KP's watch, we have climbed 830. I think it's 1200. So we might still have 400 feet of elevation. But I think at the beginning it said this, their equivalent was like, it's like the equivalent of walking up like 80 flights of stairs. So if you do the stair climber, go 80 flights and that's the equivalent of this hike. There's not too many people out here. It is like sort of timed entry passes.
I'd say if you want to go to Zion from Denver but can't drive to Zion, this is kind of like that same canyon feel.
Yeah, because you
Without
do,
the people.
yeah, you do like go into the bottom of the canyon and then we're kind of like hiking up it to see the lakes. And then you do take the same trail down as you did up. So it's pretty, it's not too hard. And it's only like 3 miles round trip. So we came up to this little shelter thingy and it says it was built in 1938 by the Civilian Conservation Corps. And they built this. It says there's stone, all the like stone walls, these little stone walls. There's some around that we've passed. And then the bridges, which I think they had to rebuild some of them.
From the fire?
Yeah, from the fire and like,
Could you imagine having to bring planks of wood up here
no.
to rebuild these, like recently?
Well, I'm sure they had a better way of doing it
Nope.
than they did in 1938. They
No.
walked it up.
Yes, I watched it on the news channel, the Glenwood Springs News. It's on YouTube, look it up.
That would not be fun. But yeah, there was, some of them definitely didn't burn because they look very old, but some of them did. When was the fire? Like 2020? Yeah, so it actually doesn't look bad. Like we haven't really come across any like burned parts. There are warnings when you start that it's stable enough to reopen, but there are still some like unstable parts. So there are like warnings about falling rocks and trees and like debris and stuff like that. And then if it rains, there's a big risk that it floods. So they'll like evacuate the trail immediately if it starts to rain. Okay, now it is getting like way more, it's not super icy. There's been some spots where it's a little icy, but it hasn't been terrible. It is very like snowy though, which is crazy. There's this much snow and it's what, like October 30th today, I think. But last year, I don't think it was till January, right? Denver had like its latest snowfall in like history.
No, New Year's snowfall, remember?
But now, it already snowed in Denver once. Melted real quick like it always does,
Oh
but
my god, this is like a Christmas movie.
the mountains are already like covered in snow. It's so pretty.
I said I'm from the Northeast, so I love.
I absolutely, like this is,
I feel most home when it's snowy outside.
I really think this is my, well, I think it's KP's too. I think it's both of our like dream places to live because it's just so nice and like,
No place in the U.S. is as beautiful as Colorado.
yeah, we have not been anywhere as nice as Colorado.
If you like hiking, if you like the mountains, but then you can also hike to water stuff year round because mountains have year round activity.
Like literally the only thing there isn't is like a beach, but whatever. You can hike to a glacier lake instead.
And then swim in it.
Yeah, and then swim in it.
Or hot springs.
So I'd much rather do that. Here's where it gets scary for KP. KP has a newfound fear of heights since moving to Colorado. KP has found out she's afraid of heights, cliffs, driving on mountains,
It sounds normal. One girl we met the other day said the same thing.
anything that she might fall off of. But seriously, like this is the first viewpoint. There's nothing like this on the East Coast. Like yes, I haven't been everywhere on the East Coast, but like the mountains here just hit different. Okay, we made it up to lakes. We're sitting down and having some chips because we're very hungry. But it's really nice up here. It's very sunny today, very bright. But no, the lake is like really cool. And I think, what did I say? So the lake is like a turquoise greenish color. There's carbonate minerals that have dissolved into the water, and that's why it's like the turquoise. I don't know, it's a little, it's like blue-green, which I guess is turquoise. It's a little more green today. And it's also one of the only lakes in Colorado that isn't a glacier lake. But it says that most of them that aren't actually glacier lakes have been altered for water storage purposes. So this is one of the only ones that like is actually just a natural lake that they left alone. This is what we're about to climb up. I don't know where it ends. I don't really know where it leads behind, because you didn't really see it. Like when we were sitting there, there's obviously like 2 little hanging lakes there, and I didn't really see a path behind them. So I'm confused on where it actually leads to, but it says it's only 200 yards. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, and then we'll head back down. It's already like 2:30, 2:45. We found it. It was like 4 feet from where we were sitting, but that's definitely the one you walk behind. Okay, so we've been hiking down for about 30 minutes. We just went over Bridge 4.
We've been passing people.
Yeah.
Get spikes.
The spikes, man.
And then
We like,
always keep them in your hiking bag.
yeah, we kind of just always keep them in our backpack, but we were zooting past people. We made it back down. Low-key took us like an hour. I definitely thought we
57 minutes.
57 minutes. I thought we were gonna be down in like 30 to 45, so, but we made it back down. Back to a little walkway to the parking lot. Then we're gonna head back home. But it was a good hike. I really liked it.
Be prepared to just go up though.
Yeah, that was 3 hours and 50 minutes, which I feel like is longer than we wanted it to take. Okay, we're gonna do our review of the trail.
Wait, first look at these mountains. Do you see this?
It's so pretty right now.
Only
We're like,
Colorado.
Where are we? We've already passed Vail. So what are we getting close to?
Oh my god, we literally just turned the corner and it's like even better. So this is like literally, like this is just what you see.
But our thoughts on the hike. I thought it was good. It was a little hard. It was hard for how short it was. I'll say, why are you laughing at me?
Because it's true. Like when you start, you have to be prepared to just go straight up. And here's the thing. It's not hard in the fact that it's elevation gain. It's hard in the fact that it's all rocks. So you're using just as much like mental energy to focus on where you're stepping so that you don't get like your foot stuck in a crevice, which, you know, happened to me a few times. Because you obviously don't want to like twist an ankle, but it like takes as much mental energy as it does physical energy. When I feel like most hikes, you can pretty much just like walk and not really think.
Yeah.
But like it just like double tires you out.
It was very like, it also is one that it was legit just straight up. Like there wasn't any flat part. There wasn't like you literally just walked straight up until you hit the lakes, and then you walked straight back down. So it's about like a mile and a half of 1,200 feet elevation gain. But it wasn't too bad temperature wise. Most of the trail was shaded.
It would be a nice summer hike if you're fine with like heat because there is shade.
Or like spring, early fall where it's like 60s.
It does require a $12 per person reservation. It's not per car.
If you go in the winter, definitely, well, I'll say like maybe past, I don't know, we started to get snow in the mountains in like October. Maybe like past October, definitely bring like spikes or
poles
or like something, because it does get a little icy at some points. And it did get colder up there once you pass like, I don't know, maybe like the 4th bridge.
Oh my god, look at the snow.
It's crazy that it snowed this much and it like didn't snow at all last year. This is like all we do. Every time we drive somewhere, we're like, wow, Colorado. Honestly, it was really nice. I did like it. It was very like St. Mary's Glacier-esque.
Meets Zion.
Yeah, but it was like a little different. I don't know. I think St. Mary's is still my favorite because that lake was just like gorgeous. And I think St. Mary's is a little shorter.
It was only a mile.
Yeah.
Round trip at St. Mary's, I think.
Yeah. So that one was like a short and sweet, but it was very similar, like walking up rocks, kind of a like straight uphill. But no, it was really cool, and like we've seen it since we like moved here, and we always like drive by the exit, but it's always been closed. So when we saw it open, we were like, oh, we definitely got to go see this, and it was definitely worth it. I would go back maybe in the summer to see the like different, because at some points there's like stuff hanging down, like green stuff hanging down off the like waterfalls, but obviously it's like cold now, so that all went away. So I'd maybe go back in the summer to see that, but it was nice. And it's a beautiful drive from Denver. You drive through mountains like the entire time. Like this is what basically the entire drive looks like this. But yeah, I would definitely recommend doing it if you're in this area. I think it was good. It was hard. I burned like 1,200 calories, but it was really fun. We made it back home and I am absolutely exhausted. That hike like took it out of me and my legs kind of hurt. I didn't think they would, but they definitely hurt. So it's gonna be a painful day tomorrow, but it was fun. It was a bit of a drive. Like Rocky Mountain's only like an hour and a half. So
It was just shy of 3 hours.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours. So I would definitely probably go to Rocky Mountain more, and there's like more things to do there, but
It could totally be done in a day, but
yeah, it's
I'd
absolutely a
recommend
day.
just spending a night in Glenwood Springs. if
Yeah.
you do this.
Or if you're doing it from Denver, but it was still really nice. Sheba wanted to say hi.